Right, hello all. Welcome to Season 2 of In-Car Series. Season 2. The reason I call it Season 2 is because I've got this second-hand device that does split screening. So there's a choice. I could actually have it like that, the way you could see it. Or, actually I might have to stop the recording for that. Hang on. Yeah, so you get it. And just experimenting at the moment. You see I've got a split screen, as you can see, and it just sort of... And just mucking about with the settings, it seems like if I've got the camera like that, you get more of the road, but you get less of the in-car. If I do it that way, that's sort of like that. You say what you think in the comments if you like it that way, or if you like it that way. I'm not sure if you could switch this around. So you can move it as well, huh? Didn't know that. Wow. Let's try this. Oh, you can do it that way as well. That's another way of doing it. So there's quite a few options. I don't know if we can make this bigger. I don't know. I don't know. Try it that way then. Try to get that bigger one. I'll put the in-car, seeing it's in-car, well it's inside, so I'll get that at the main priority at the moment. I'll see what that does in the playback, and you could tell us what you think as well if you want. Right, I've got to get my work. So I was just basically having a wee fart about with this phone. I just bought it, it's a second-hand one. It does the whole reason I bought it is for the, well, one of the key reasons I bought it was for the, you know, the split screen there. So it's recording basically the front camera and the rear camera at the same time. It's got a dual processor in it. There's one thing I've noticed about the sound replay back on the other one is you get a bit of the rumbling from the road surface vibrating through. It's sitting above the vent, so I'm kind of hoping that I might have to pad that a bit better so it doesn't drowns out the noise, you know, the vibrations of the road surface. If you're playing that through a surround sound, you get a bit of a rumble, you know, because of the microphone's picking up the road surface noise. And it's sitting above the vent. But it's just going to have to do for now. Like, as I say, it's all just early games, just experimenting and just winging it, so to speak. So you can see it's not very exciting board, but later on in the season, in the episodes, I'm going to be going, you know, some scenic routes and that. This is just a boring route. This is just a route to my work. Basically, just introducing this system to the. Well, I'll just call it Season 2 then, I suppose, because the other camera that I used was just, you know, inside. That was it. So I've got the split screen. Managed to source a second-hand device that will manage to process two cameras at the same time. So like you say, you've got the wee caption there. It'll be that side of your screen, won't it? Well, it'll be that side, won't it? I think. I'm not sure what the playback will be, but it's in the top corner anyway. And looking at it at the top left, so I'm assuming on the screen it'll be the same. But if you want to throw your suggestions and comments in the comment section as to where you think I should, or where you prefer to have the camera and what configuration to have it. You know, I can have the screen split halfway, but you get less of the road, so there's a wee bit of a compromise. You get a wee caption, you get more of the road, but that's in wide angle, I think it's in wide angle. Unfortunately, the dashboard takes up about half the bottom of your screen, but at this stage that's all I've got to position the camera. So if you prefer it like that, or if you prefer more of the outside and less of the in-car, but then if you put less of the in-car in, it's not really an in-car series, is it? But I don't know. I'm going to go to the Co-op for a hot steak Friday or something. Or they do two good hot steak breadies, hot steak pies. I might get that, or I might settle for a lovely New Yorker sandwich, one of the finest. Because I'm going to be able to start my shift on the buses. I start at 1:53. So I've got to get down to the garage, park the car, walk up to the till. About a 10-15 minute walk from the garage to the till. I park the car down at the depot, so when I finish my shift at midnight, after midnight actually, just after midnight, my car will be waiting there for me to just jump in and drive back home. So this is going down oh God, what's this road called again? Millenbank. Going down Millenbank, and there's it's sort of like in the older area of Dundee. There's the old buildings. Further down there, that metal merchant. That could have been an old mill or something. I know there's old mills further down. If you can see now right ahead, I don't know how well this, because it's in a widescreen, I might have to figure out a way to get it. I don't know how well it's going to come back on the screen, but I hope you can see the building right at the front. You can see the top bit. That used to be mills, which are now converting into flats. So a lot of the old Dundee mills and that were mullet stands or converting into flats. So that's the Co-op. I'm just going away to nip into there and get my. I might either get I might get a sandwich, or I might get a hot steak pie or a steak bready or something. We'll see. Like I say, this introduction episode is just to show, just to have a wee muck about with the settings on the camera to see which is maybe going to turn out better, and willing to listen to comments, your suggestions as well. If you, what do you think? Do you think you should have it the way it's configured now, with a wee caption in the top left, or do you think you should have a split screen, or do you think you should have more outside or inside of the inside car and outside of the, because it's like that's the outside, it's just a wee caption. Do you think it should be the other way around, or do you think I should have split screen with me on that side of the screen, on the outside on the opposite side, or other way around? Or do you think I should move that to somewhere else on the screen? I normally put my wee logo, my name. I suppose I just use my name as a logo. I guess I just put my name and my just my name and production. That's like, I stick that there normally. So I might move it over there. I don't know, or I could just stick the logo there. See what happens. And then I put the country and the date as well. That's another bit of the logo. Some people get confused with that. I think when down in England and I put the logo, Scotland, and the date, they think, and filming, or I've had a comment saying that where it isn't in Scotland. I know that, it was in England, but I just put the Scotland, Scotland 2020 on there. It's just like the name logo and that, eh? So, hang on a minute. Yeah, so I've put it on the big screen just now at this moment, because there's not really any need to show the front. So the quality of this camera, it's for what it's worth, it's a Galaxy S20, Samsung Galaxy S20. So I got it second hand. I done a little research. I sort of thought, well, I'm not going to have a lot of time to piss around looking about for one, so I just went online, found out what one's going to do the job there. That's one. So I went into the second hand shop, bought it, it works, and I've using it. I've not got time to learn all the settings or find out what's cheaper. My mate said I could have gotten cheaper, blah blah blah, but I've just settled with this because I've not got time to muck about. I've got other things to do, and the quality of this camera seems quite good actually, so it might be useful for scenery and stuff. There was one problem with it. I put a screen protector over it, and it was a right nightmare for getting the buttons to operate, so I just removed it. Right, I'm going to get a sandwich, and I'll let you know how I got on. See what else I'm going to let you know for further future plans for the series. Right, so I've got my sandwich after carry on. You see what it is, I've got all the tills and only one poor person serving a big queue, and somebody in front was wanting loads of stuff and, you know, asking loads. It was like quite a lot to do it. And so the queue was building up. So, and they had the self-service tills there as well. Unbelievable. I had to go there, self-service. I'm just not going to wait. But it's just like the Queen's Lawyer. They've got one poor person working on the till. All the tills there are available, only one working, one serving. And big queue. So I don't know, I've tried to replay back one of the videos on this, but it's just getting used to this device. It's a bit of a pain because when you're trying to advance a film, a video, I don't know how to do it. It's a bit of a nuisance on the other phone that I've got, but on this one it's just a pain in the neck because you can't get the thing to advance when I'm at the playback. So, you know, I don't know how to do it yet, if it even does it. Some of the new stuff seems to be downgraded rather than upgraded. So this episode will be a lot of just experimental. So just merely experimenting with it. So I've got to get down to the yeah, it's a New Yorker they got. Co-ops. New Yorker. Oh, delicious. Go there. Like I say, that's the old mills there on the left, by the way. It's old Tay Spinners. They had a fire just lately. I think they're demolishing it. Right up there. A lot of buildings. I saw a lot of comments. The garden buildings that go on fire. And they seem to, I think it's rather yeah, I never said that, it's just stuff that other people say. Not just that building, but just in general. Like sometimes I think if they want to, and no, come on, just forget it. I don't even know why. I'm not bringing that up because it's not. I'm not saying that, like, it's just what others have said. I'll just keep my blowing opinions on that one, like. There's a lot of fires in that, like. So, like I say, this is just experimental. This is the season 2. The first 1 or 2 episodes are just experimenting with the camera, the settings on it. As I say, just mucking about with the settings just to see what way they're settling for, like, you know. I'd say if you've got any suggestions how you think I'd like to do it, even if you've got any suggestions on where you want me to go, you know, as far as future adventures are going, feel free to put it in the comment. So if you want me to try somewhere, you know, then, because you wouldn't know if you're not from Dundee, you wouldn't really know the local areas, but I was going to say if you could get something that's, you know, not too far, like, you know. Sort of within an hour drive or something. I've got lots of nice places I would like to show you, okay? Later on in the, you know, later on in the season, like, you know. I might even do season 3. You know, we'll have the position of the just that they'll be thinking when doing. I'll position the camera at different places. You know, at the moment it's just sitting in the center console, but there's something I could clip on. There's a wee hook there I could clip it onto, and that'll do the now, like. But I might find a better place later on. Like I say, if you're wanting to, if you want me to go somewhere within sort of reason, then just type it in on the text, the comments, like, you know. That's a delicious sandwich, that, by the way. I've not really got time to sit and eat it, so I've just got to eat it on the move, kind of thing, you know. I've just not got time to. That's why I'm squeezing this video in now. So I'm doing 3 things at once: and getting to my work, testing out the new camera, experimenting with the settings, and then have my lunch. So I'm trying to do things in a more of a multitask, more efficient. Before, on the early videos, I used to spend maybe too much time editing. Don't get me wrong, I'll be doing it the old way as well, but I'm just sort of unable to do more doing it this way, so I can show you more and tell you more at the same time. It's got to my work and have my lunch. So it's just that, you know, time's precious. I'll be, as I say, I'll muck about with the settings on there. I'll try to split the screen as well. See how that pans out. I'll maybe move it about in the car, kind of get other places to mount the phone. Let's see, this is just a boring one. Nothing exciting here. And later on down the line, you can see these old places that are quite nice, more interesting, scenic places. This is just the experimental at the moment. So one thing I'll say though, it's 1:30. It's quite dark. I maybe mentioned just before, the light levels are just, it's too dark for this time of day. But I didn't really want to go into it too much in this video, but I've mentioned it before in previous videos. There's definitely some odd with the weather in the light levels. Definitely. Oh, I'll have to stop recording before I go into my actual work because I'm not allowed to record any, publicise anything in the work. So I've got to remember to switch it off. So I wish it arches up there. I might not see that in there, but these were old mills, all done it. That's actually done it to come up to be a nice new hotel. Well, not new, but done up to be a hotel. I'll get a close up of that sometime for you as well. Building there on the right. I've used this nightclub for a while. Shut down now. But it's an old building, it's got a lot of history to it. Well, somebody told me something about it, but I can't remember at the top of my head what it was originally. It will come to me eventually. Maybe in the next episode, if I remember, I'll let you know a bit more about the history of that building that just passed. Up there on the left, that was William Haley's mill. That was demolished a couple of years ago. We've got the gasworks there on the left now. There's a turn in, so that's the wall to it. It's all wasteland at the moment. Just going down Peabody Lane. Right, so I'm going to have to stop here because I'm just going to be entering the bus depot and I cannot film in there. You know, for obvious, it's workplace, it's security reasons, privacy, I can't do it, so I'll stop here and do it. Oh, switch off the camera. Well, let's say, stopped, handbrake on, I pulled in at a responsible position before I touch that phone. I always emphasise that. If you're pissing about with phones and cars and that, make sure you do it legal, because especially in my job, I don't want to get points on my licence, so I've got to do it properly. Kind of use that when you're, see, like if you're stopped at a traffic light, kind of touch that device, you still get done for it. You've got to be actually parked, officially parked, before you could even touch the device. And it's even stricter on the buses. You're not even allowed to have that. Well, I can't really devolve much about company policy, so I'm not even going to talk about that. But it's stricter anyway. Right, I'll just round the video off then. So let's say I won't be able to compile it on here, which is another thing I've got to find a way. Don't know how to get an SD card. I've got some sort of SIM card in there as well to get some data, so I could download some apps, so I could actually compile the series on that device. On the other phone, the Samsung Galaxy A12, which is a good phone, a good camera on it, but it doesn't do split screen. I've got all the apps in there to just simply like record what I'm doing now. Then I would just simply go to the phone, put it in the app, and then I was wondering what that was. And then I would just process it on my phone, but I can't do it on this one yet. Right, there's my mate. I'm gonna have to go. Right, I'll catch you later. Right, see you later. Bye.